matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome, folks, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on last season's national champions, the Auburn Tigers. Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Deep and get us going. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The offense with three tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quick throw to the left side. What a catch! They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Could take it all the way. At the 30, past the 20. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, Gators.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
And now here comes the point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited. how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Scanning the field. It's Evanson. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
Love the call here on 3rd and short. When in doubt, go to the big tight end with that big frame. Easy catch, box out the defense, and get the first down.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks free with room to run. He makes the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Harper. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. To throw, it's Evanson. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The back's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Hunt over the middle. It's Smith. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
They're trying to run it with the option. He decides to keep it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the option play here. The defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Here's the option play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They're going to run the option. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Breaks free. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Gators moving quickly down the field here.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
A third and short on the 9th play of this drive. Quarterback's got it on the option. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Well, they go with the pitch here on the option on third down. Good call, but this defense is not fooled at all. Good job of recognizing this and being able to blow that up to now force a fourth down.
It's fourth down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He goes out quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And off the deflection, it's caught. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
In the clear at the 25. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. It's an option look. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive linemen, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. He'll hand it off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. He's got it, enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And the Gators have 1st and 10 here. Send the back in motion. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Gets into space at the 50.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. QB keeper all the way. He's got the first down and still motoring. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Evanson. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got it in the open. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive we were happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Caught by the receiver. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here we go.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He stopped and gets a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. First down. We're going to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. He makes the grab. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone. Looks to the left. Pass caught.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Design quarterback run. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense.
Get set.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, the timing and the execution is outstanding here by this offense. Quarterback makes the easy throw, but the blocks out in front of this receiver were the key to get him out into space and allow him to utilize that speed.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He breaks free. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
We'll try the option play here. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Gators will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Back to throw. It's Evanson. Catch made on the right side. When he didn't get there, the defense makes a stop against this excellent third down offense.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long. Top 25 in the country. But just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down. Here's the option play. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Grab behind the line. It's Turner. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, the energy really building that, but if they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And here's the return from inside the 5. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last time they went for it on 4th down, they didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points when they bounced back here. Breaks an open space. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
That's enough for the first down, as we've seen so many teams around the country. They get that first down and look out.
Blitz and a quick sack.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And just think about it over the years since you and I have been doing college football. Going way back, the guys at Auburn's had like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that can dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They're going to run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now that's how you disrupt a 3rd down play. They knew where the pitch was going to go and blew it up. Send them not only to 4th down, but now 4th down and long.
And the Gators will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Pass rush closing in. Ball comes loose. The defense scoops it up. Touchdown, Tigers. A huge defensive score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. Could be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The Gators will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one is incomplete. They tried a deep ball with time running out in the 3rd quarter, but it doesn't work. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. It's the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Auburn. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Oh, and it's recovered by the kicking team. A special teams turnover. Ouch.
Boy, good job by this cover team of getting downfield and knocking that ball loose to give their offense really good field position.
First and goal, handoff. And he'll be brought down.
He's brought down at the 6-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
Offense facing second and goal.
Here we go.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Stopped right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
It's now third and goal.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Snags the quick throw. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, they're getting closer and closer to that goal line, and now here we are, fourth down. At this point in the game, you got to think they're going to be aggressive and try to get the 6 points. Let's see what they do.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop?
Fire.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Touchdown, Tigers! This offense cannot be stopped.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Gators offense retakes the field. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at second and 9. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on third and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Wide receiver's got it on a shovel pass. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking for his big tight end. And the fourth down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Linebacker shifting around now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. And the Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Gators pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw yet again. Defense is coming after him. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You hope to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. The Gators are going to cash in here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
It's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position. They were dialed in and pounced on the football.
Let's go! Let's go!
Working clock with the ground game. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Tailback with another carry. He shreds the tackle. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
It's third down for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Caught near the sticks. It's Bishop. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Well, they move the chains on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week 1, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
That's going to wrap it up. For Kirkherm Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. The Commodores will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Witherspoon. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Florida's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
The Gators will hustle to the line. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have... There he goes! Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space.
They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Toss to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Vanderbilt's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Cantrell. Hits the afterrunners. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looking for a push on 4th down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take...
Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The option look. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the 1st down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again growing up as a kid. He just takes off. He's a better athlete than any.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Commodores will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
It's so difficult when the QB gets outside the pocket because now it's not the first play anymore. It's the second play that hurts you. Once you see him and he starts to scramble, now receivers know they got to make the second effort. If they're on the sidelines, now they turn up the field. If they're running across the field from the other direction, they got to come back towards their quarterback. So it's not the first play anymore. It's the scramble play now.
They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to slam in. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. The offense cashing it in on that drive. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the returner will be knocked down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch on the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Dozier. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football.
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Quick toss. Got the first down. Looking for more. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gators! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll run the toss. Nice move there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. defense got it. On the move at the 30. Touchdown Doors! The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. He'll ride his man on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option.
There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Creates a little room. Quarterback gets the first down and more. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. Now the toss. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Got his man to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
23 on the play. 1st and goal, Florida.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the back. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Cantrell. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for space. It's Ogden. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Those last 2 runs did not work, and now they're staring at 3rd and 19. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. On the ground, it's Terrell. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signal. And made just shy of the 30. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that. Play, open up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Goes to the option. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. The Gators in the hurry-up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game.
Breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. They'll send the back in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
56, Vanderbilt, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll give it to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Takes the handoff. It's Ogden. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Grab near the sticks. It's Lawrence. At the 40, there he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Gators come to the line in the hurry up.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. He'll pull it on the read. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But
makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Good enough for a first down.
The give on the option. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. The 20. Past the 10. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working.